Welcome to part 3 of the sunroom makeover. If this is your first time here, I am just trying to make my sunroom look decent on a budget. And if you've missed the other videos, I will show you what I've done and tag the links for those videos up above. Please excuse my voice. I am sick, so I do sound a little off today. So the first thing I did was I cleaned and then I stained these wooden stairs in a taupe, and this was the end result of that. And then I wanted more color, so I decided to paint the door, and I went with this beautiful green color by Sherwin-Williams called Country Squire. And now we are going to be working on the floors. So I had to scrape off this cement / glue that was on the floor because this was all carpet here and along the stairs, so that was ripped off, and then it was left to me to scrape the glue off and do what I wanted to the floor. I borrowed this tool from my dad, and it scraped quite a bit of the glue off, but there was still a lot of the residue left over, and I didn't have like a sander or anything. I didn't really want to rent one, so I just decided, you know what, it's gonna stay on, I'm gonna paint over it, it's gonna look fine, no one's even gonna notice. And this is stuff that I'm gonna eventually clean off. In this part, I'm going to be cleaning and just painting the floors of this room. So for this, I decided to try this battery operated DeWalt power washer my dad found online, and he wanted to check it out, so he said that I could kind of try it out and see if I liked it. And I'm just gonna say I was very disappointed. I did not like it. I added Dawn and water in a bucket, and then there's a hose that comes attached to it. It's easier than attaching it to the actual gardening hose because it was easier that way for me. The actual hose is so far away, so it would have just been a hassle for me to clean it. And I was a little disappointed with the power of this. I feel like it would be good to clean a car maybe, but I feel like in the end you just have to scrub with your hands. Like I'm a cleaner, so I just feel like nothing gets clean unless you really just use a brush and some rags and just, elbow grease. You just have to clean it that way, or else it's never gonna get cleaned. Like, this was after I used the power washer, it just didn't really do anything. So I don't recommend this product. And keep in mind, this material is not the best. Like, I'm pretty sure they went with the cheapest option for this sunroom. And I could have, used bleach maybe, but I didn't feel like smelling those fumes, so I did just use Dawn. And it's like some spots cleaned very well and other spots are just like very tarnished, so I couldn't really do much about it. But look at that difference. I love when the sun hits the water like this and creates a rainbow. It just really puts a smile on my face. Some of these windows don't really open and close very well. Like, I would need some tools to do it, and even with tools, I was kind of hurting my fingers, so I couldn't deep clean it as much as I wanted to, but that's okay. I'll eventually get to it, and as long as the floors are clean, everything else I'll get to some other time. So now that everything is dry, we are ready to paint the floors. There are some things that I have not done yet, like I need to replace the thresholds of this door, and then the other door I need to put one in, and then I need to get some, like a door handle for that door as well. There's little things. So this is the paint that I chose. It's just a very bright white, and it's a simple epoxy paint for concrete. I I will be using knee pads just because I will be painting the edges on my knees, so I need some protection so I don't ruin these delicate knees of mine. And let's get right into it. I just basically painted the edges. There were some spiders, but I just kind of swept them away when I could. And you can see here, like some of that glue, it was so hard to remove. But this is going to be covered with the couch anyways, so it'll be fine. And then I did use a roller for everything else, the big areas, and this was really easy to do. So I was very thankful for that. I am not a summer girl, so the heat in here was insane. There was barely any breeze coming in, even with the doors open, and there's no air conditioning, there's no fan, nothing. So I was dripping sweat while I was painting, and it was miserable, but I wanted to get it done, and the temperature was fine for me to be able to paint it with no issues, but I was struggling, let's just say that. So this is after one coat of paint, and I think I had a little bit to do on this side. So once I got that done, I waited until it was, I think it says 4 to 5 hours before you can put the second coat on. So I waited until the next day, and then I started doing the second coat. So the day that I was gonna put the third coat, because that does need a third coat, I was worse with my sickness. And then it started pouring rain, and rain got in the sunroom, so I couldn't paint it, and I have to wait for this to dry now, and I just hope it didn't ruin the paint job that I did. I'm just like praying that it'll be okay, and there's a little cricket in here. But anyways, the next video I'm going to just be staging this area and also finishing the floors, because I'm not done at all. I haven't even told you guys what I'm doing. It's not just gonna be a solid color, so it'll be a fun little activity for the next video. And I do have to finish the bottom of here, as you can tell. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys have been enjoying this little fun sunroom makeover series. I'm excited to show you what I have in store. I hope you subscribe, like this video, comment below, and let me know what you think I'm adding to the floor next time. And I hope to see you in the next video.